My question for you today is, what the hell are you waiting for? I know you're going to tell me that it's about money, it's about health, it's about your kids, it's about your parents, it's about your friends, it's about your partner, it's about the partner you don't have, the kids you don't have, the friendships you don't have, the job you don't have. You're always going to have some excuse for what is in the way of what you really want out of your life. But the truth is, there's never a better time than now. And you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to know, ooh, something isn't right, and I need to know, and I know that there's something I've always wanted, and I'm too afraid to take that leap to get it. Maybe it's literally just starts with being brave, like singing in front of a crowd. Maybe it starts with buying a plane ticket to that place you've been really feeling called to go. Maybe it starts with quitting your job. Maybe it starts with reapplying to a new job. Maybe it starts with going back to school. Listen, I just want you to be unlimited. I want you to be unlimited in what you can have in this life and your beliefs around that, because the truth is we are unlimited. We are little fractals of source. And the whole thing is an illusion for us to remember that we are everything we've ever wanted, and that everything we've ever wanted is just a guide to our most fulfilled and most aligned path. When you are not in alignment, you're actually taking from others. You're actually taking from others. You are taking up space in a way that just doesn't serve everyone. And I know that this is harsh because nobody wants to hear this, especially those sensitive souls. But if you are in the wrong relationship, you are taking up that space for the other person to find more alignment with the right relationship. If you are sitting in with a bunch of friends that aren't even the people that really align with you, you're holding them back from their truth because you aren't even reflecting truth. If you aren't working the job that actually is aligned for you, you're taking up space. Somebody could have that space. Somebody could be in that job. Somebody could be thriving where you are. The company could be thriving. I know that this is like, ooh, how dare you say this to me, but it's true. And sometimes we need to sit with the hard truths in order to set everybody else free. Because a lot of us are also doing what we're doing for everyone else. But when we recognize that our calling, going after our calling, going after that pull in our hearts, that deep inner desire, actually liberates everybody else too. Not just in the small sense, but in the big sense, because we're a ripple and we get to show people what life can actually be, and that does impact them. It's so important to follow your joy and your heart, because you're reminding you of what you deserve, and in turn, you're reminding the other people in your life of that. And you are literally giving that space back to the people that are supposed to be in that aligned slot that you are taking up right now. Take up space. Yes, we want you to take up space. That's the whole point. And we want you to expand into where you actually belong. There is a perfect groove, and it's right where your sweet spot is, where everything is sweet for you. Your sweet spot is where there is joy. Your sweet spot is where there is good, true friendship. Your sweet spot is with a perfect lover that is meant for you, or whatever you're into. It's where that career, or at least that creative outlet, is abundant and feels in flow, and you feel happy in that space. And there will be ebbs and flows in life, obviously, but the baseline for you is joy. You're connected to it. So, what are you waiting for? That's the question. What are you waiting for? If you're attached to anything that is material, that's holding you back, that is definitely something we need to look at. And I want you to make a list. What are the material attachments I have that are holding me back? Is it money? Is it status? Is it the certain career that you have? Is it just the comforts, like your freaking Vitamix that you love so much and you're afraid to give up when you go travel for a while? Or is it your car that you're you're not going to be able to make payments on? Is it all of the things that are in your home? Just notice. And it's okay to have attachments, but I want you to notice them and really see, are they holding you back from your truest desire? Because let me tell you something. When you follow your truest desire, all of those attachments that seemed so important to you at one point seriously just start to fade away. There have been times where I have given away most of what I own because I've moved or followed some journey or adventure, and it was always scary to let them go. But by the end of like a year or less away from them, I would literally forget completely about everything that I had. I remember giving away an entire storage unit of things that I loved at one point. And the thing about that is, when we let go of attachments, we are lighter and we are freer. We're also making an exchange. We're letting the universe know, I am more important. My desires are more important. My actual aligned fulfillment is more important. And I know that these are just things. And they can come back when they're meant to come back. Believe me. Believe me about the things. And when it comes to relationships and other things that may be asking you to give something up in exchange for the truth, just know how much you're rewarded when you honor yourself. If something needs to give, trust that process, because there is something so much better for you on the other side. I promise you 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 times. So make a list. What are the things that I'm attached to that are holding me back from my truest desires? And start to explore that. With creation, there is destruction. Kali, Pele, these are both goddesses of destruction and creation. And they're always the same, they're synonymous. Because we have to release something. We have to destroy something old to let something new begin. Even the creative process is destructive, right? You have to kind of destroy a perfectly beautiful, clean canvas in order to make it something beautiful. So, not everything must give, not everything must be destroyed. But if you're trying to gauge what needs to go and what needs to stay, I would invite you to try some body testing. So make it a statement like we did in the last chat at some point. I taught this lesson, but asking yourself, is this something I need to get rid of? Or say it as a statement, this is something I need to get rid of, and see if your body goes forward for yes or back for no, or whatever your body's communication is to you. It may not be everything. You might not need to burn the whole world to the ground to get what you want. But you also might. And you also might want to. And just know that ultimately it's not hurting anyone. It's serving people. It's serving people to follow your heart and follow your joy, because they get permission to do the same. And the void that was now taken up by you is now this void that can attract the right person into that place. Imagine if we were all in alignment with ourselves. I really believe that this entire planet would work in so much coherence and so much positivity and so much efficient joy and love. Imagine. So start being that. Be the change you want to see. And I can't wait to see you out there doing your thing. Okay, all my love.